Because you have an unexpected pregnancy doesn't mean your life is over. So we met through social media.
So we've known each other on social media for a really long time, but we never really get to know each other. They were just there, kind of like your Instagram followers or your Snapchat followers, and eventually we started talking, and it kind of became like a religious thing. We started talking every single day. So when we found out that she was pregnant, that's when automatically on our head, we wanted an abortion, because it's when you get to that situation when you panic, you make automatic, how do I get out of here? Or, how do I fix my problem? And automatically, we weren't ready, clearly, right? We were still in college. We didn't have, a situated life and a career, and we weren't just ready financially and emotionally. So when we found out we wanted an abortion, one of the biggest fear I had was acceptance. Acceptance was one of the biggest thing for me, because we all immigrated to Canada, and being the first family or first generation immigrant from my family meant really, really big. My parents really pushed me. I tried so hard to finish school and try to reach their expectations for me as their child.
Coming from like a Filipino background, being an only child, being a girl, my parents were very like strict on me. Growing up, I was a father's girl. So my dad is kind of someone who I really told like everything like that's going on in my day. He's the one who like drops me off at school, picks me up from school. So I had a really good relationship with my dad, and I think my biggest fear was breaking that relationship, and also just being a single mom. It was one of those things where like we weren't married, so like we weren't really committed to each other like that, and so we only knew each other for like a couple months, so it was kind of all based on like trust. I come from a background where my family is all about education. I already got my acceptance into nursing school. I already told my parents that I got accepted into nursing school, so it was kind of already like really happy. It was a very happy moment, and then it's like now I'm pregnant and you haven't really met the father, and I think that's why we kind of went with the abortion pathway in the beginning, just because we didn't want to disappoint our parents in any way.
Thankfully, we wanted to go to a clinic and make sure that she was actually pregnant. I was looking around looking for clinics, but all of them were closed because we did the test very late. But we found out PCC was actually open.
So I think it was very important for us to go to that center, because we just felt very accepted, very loved, no matter what decision we made through adoption, abortion, keeping the baby. They were very helpful. I started thinking about like, what if in 10 years, like, I look back at that moment and I regret it. And I think that's one reason why I knew that I wanted to keep our daughter. In the beginning, it's going to be hard, but after they see the baby and after they see their granddaughter, like things will change. And it immediately did for us. And I remember like we had a conversation when we were finally like alone and stuff like that, and we're like, we didn't expect this at all. Like the amount of love, the amount of support, the amount of like family that really pushed us in our goals and like helped us with our what we desired in life. Because you have an unexpected pregnancy doesn't mean your life is over, because I feel like our life just became way better once Cleo started growing up a little more. Like once she started to walk, that's when we realized that we could still do the things that we always wanted to do. Like I think we go out more than
go out more than we used to back then. I think you can balance it.
Yeah.
I think you can balance, having fun and also taking care of a child. You can definitely balance it.